So I'm just thinking as I go about the differences between men and women, because I think about men and women a lot and their roles in society. And I'm thinking of the differences now, or one difference, and it's basically that men and women are not the same as each other. Women produce children, they manufacture people in their bellies, which is completely amazing, but that's what women can do. And men support women so they're able to do that. And men essentially do everything else so that women can produce people efficiently and productively. I'm seeing the situation between men and women as being like that. Women concentrate on producing children and raising children, and men do everything else essentially. And this is just rough thinking as I go. So I'm thinking this seems to maybe explain to an extent why men achieve a lot more than women in all areas of productivity. Men do more, achieve more, become experts more, and that's just the way it is. And I think this is the way the world works efficiently. And I think the fact that women produce children explains a lot of why men and women are different in their achievements and in their roles in life. But I see in society a very big effort to try and deny what reality is about, to try and frame men as being somehow unfair to women, or to describe reality as being unfair to women. And so we need to change reality and make it something that I think it isn't. We are trying to do something which I think is inefficient and wrong, basically. It's hateful towards men and it's demanding a lot of women, which I think is kind of unfair, basically. Women's role in life is different to men's role in life. Women focus on children, which is appropriate, and men do everything else. They focus on everything else because they're not able to produce children. So it seems to me that life focuses on the creation of children and the raising of children, and men support that in many different ways. And women manufacture children, they create children, and they need to be supported in that role. And this is the way the world works, but there seems to be a very large effort to change reality and deny reality rather, as if that there is some unfairness going on towards women in the way things work and that needs to be corrected. And it seems as if society wants to change women and make them more like men. It wants society to treat women like men. I'm thinking of the word equality and how we attempt to implement equality. And I think it is not correct to try and make women the same as men. So I'm not sure if a search for equality is efficient or accurate. I'm not sure that's what we should be trying to achieve. I don't see it as the right way of viewing how reality works. I don't think we are looking for equality between men and women. We're looking for fair treatment, I suppose, accurate treatment, appropriate treatment, because I think that's all we can do. Because women are so different to men, there this reality means that we need to treat women differently to men. And we do treat women differently in so many ways. We even have the expression, for example, women and children to the lifeboats first. So we seem to, I suppose, venerate women. We regard women as being fundamentally more important than men. I don't know on the appropriateness of that, and there are obvious problems with it. But society seems to operate in the way that says men should be supporting women in their vital role to produce children, and it seems to work that way, and it's the way we've always lived. But there is a big effort in society to try and make women more the same as men, and that is not possible. It's simply not a possibility to make women the same as men. Now, we can treat men and women fairly and appropriately, that's true, and possibly more fairly and more appropriately. But to try and say that men and women are equal is fairly ridiculous, basically, and it will never happen, and it can only lead to friction and problems in society. So we need to treat men and women appropriately, but equality, I don't think, is the right way of looking at it. I don't think it's the right way of framing what we're trying to achieve. What we're trying to achieve is fair treatment and appropriate treatment, but equality doesn't seem to be accurate to me. So it is frustrating the way things are at the moment, with men being framed as being unfair towards women for some reason. Men do more and achieve more in the world because nature wants it that way, and for good reasons. Women need to focus on children, and that's just the way it is. It's not a problem that needs to be fixed in some way. And so we need to deal with this and find appropriate ways of moving forward that are not demonizing men unfairly. It's not right to be doing that.